Menchacho bibia na mensamo bibia kwaba emfamba ayeka TV ayeka kase boso na edusu sisi abusianfo enene dedi kan oti me message subscribe to my channel, be like na do adwinche so egu comment section kama abusianfo eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign na chese ho aporibo a chese from atifi besi anafo chese odi abepie mu wo eye Asante region eye all starting na Kennedy compare ko Japan sheda anka ho na okopie mu Central region Kennedy ba ho ba humi na eye oba eye Asante region na Kennedy compare ko Japan ewo eye US ye de nyoma ba humi bi ba oba Asante region no Kennedy HR flight di ba Kumasi chese omo be pie mu eye mazi a chese utimi hu eye Kennedy compare ko Japan di Bawumia nchen a chese omo di nkoma chese abusianfo anya asem keto omo tika mu weti a chese omo di asumsem abusianfo chese eye amanyesem ne fire kuma endi achi ne nya kai showdown na abusianfo enyoma bebre na me no kasa de eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia di sembi ato abonte jebre ni nkutin sen munchi ma haya ayeka TV haye the update and trending news nkwa na edusu me viewers ni for me also be subscribe to my channel or be like na do adwenche so egu comment section kama
Excellency, permit me to stand on existing protocols. I feel very humbled and proud to be amongst my colleagues, professionals, and really excited about the energy in the room and the fact that these great many minds have stayed in this country and worked hard for this country despite the difficulties that we face as a people. It's quite clear that we can all help Dr. Bawumia usher in a new chapter in Ghana's life. It's all about how we are dedicated to the values as a people, how we can recalibrate our values, our thinking, our determination to work for the collective. And look at the energy in this room. I feel assured that Ghana is in your safe hands. We need to lead the people, share our passion for our country, our dedication to our flag of Ghana, and of course everybody needs to be compensated properly. But the likes of you who have decided to stay in this country and work hard as professionals, we are the examples to show to the rest of the country that it is possible to be able to change our country. I have very strong confidence in the leadership of a man who has such high personal integrity, humility, vitality, ideas, intellect, and I do believe with him we have a chance to change this country, bring about ethical society, ethical work, values of our country. And as patriots of this country, it is those values that are going to animate what we do going forward. So once again, I want to thank your president, the chairman of the professionals in Kumasi, the efficient and effective way he's mobilized you. And I do believe with solid leadership, pure motives, and good intentions from our leader, inshallah, Ghana will be good once again. May God bless all of us. And I take this opportunity, as I said, to introduce the man who I believe is the right person for this time in our country. A man of action, a man who has ideas, a man who has vitality, the man who has humility. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Governor. I really appreciate it. Madam Chief of Staff, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, my good friend, Professor Diamond, our regional party chairman, national party chairman, very good senior aides who have accompanied me here, my fellow professionals. I still consider myself a professional. I'm very happy to be with you this evening. I have been going around the country, and this is the 16th region that I am in this first round of campaigning. And I sort of am looking for all the ideas that I can get as I put this manifesto together. And so I insisted that this meeting should be organized so that we have a chance to exchange ideas and I get a sense of the feeling, because wisdom doesn't have one person having it. We have it all over. And I know that as professionals, you eat, sleep, and drink every day about Ghana's problems. That is usually what we go through. We are always thinking about problems, analyzing problems, and proffering solutions to problems across. So I know you have thought through many issues. I want us to have an interaction, so I'm hoping that I don't go too deep in terms of length of time, so that we have some time to have a little bit of interaction, that I can respond to some of your suggestions and your questions. Fundamentally, I have generally been focused since I became vice president on trying to put in place certain foundations, certain pillars for this economy. Foundations that were not there since independence. In fact, 14 years ago, I took some time off to be a visiting scholar at Oxford University in the UK. And when I was there, I wrote a book on economic development, basically looking at Ghana and actually Africa and Ghana. And in that book, I was focusing on the things that as a continent and as a country we needed to be doing. And nobody will tell us to do those things. If we didn't do it, we'll continue. So I talked in the last 2 paragraphs of that book about the unwritten rules of the game, basically saying that internationally we are in a competitive game. Let us make no mistake to think that any country is giving us charity, because every country is competing with us and every country wants to win that game. And so they only give us charity to the extent that we don't come to defeat them in the competitive game. So when you are in this game internationally, or the game of international development, if you decide to enter the field and don't have a goalkeeper, your opponents will not tell you that you don't have a goalkeeper. They'll keep scoring the goals. And you have to make up your mind that you need a goalkeeper. And these, for me, I said, were some of the unwritten rules of the game. This was before I became vice president. Of course, this was 14 years ago that I published this particular book. And so I was raising the basic issue that the world is moving into the 4th industrial revolution. We are moving into the digital age, the world of STEM, the world of robotics, the world of AI. It is inevitable that this is the direction that we are going into. And so countries such as Ghana need to get ready. Nobody, at that time I was writing, I said, nobody is going to come and tell you to have a national ID card. We've not had it for 60 years, and nobody was going to come and tell us. We had to make that decision to have a national ID card. Nobody will tell us that we should have an address system. But you know that no country can function in the modern world without an address system. You go to the US, go to the UK,